are cheap. And then when you talk about farm, you're talking about food. That's also making food available, so it will be cheap for people to have food. I mean, because you have food here and there, it becomes less expensive. So I'm mentioning these two because I know that there is no way, if these two things are right, to not affect the life of the people. So, but if you have these two things as a project for the government, I'm asking now, is it going to be a year thing to get them accomplished? So why crying this early time? What do you want the governor to do? The easiest thing the governor would have done, that would be just an hour thing or even a minute thing, would be dashing people money. Okay. That is giving them money. That within a twinkle of an eye. Is that the thing you want the governor to do?
So what is the time frame that
that's what I'm telling you. Within a year plus.
Within a year plus.
Yes, just a year, maybe a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 months.
We or should even be 2 able years. To see tangible.
Yes, you should be able to see something tangible. Like I said again,
affecting
all
the sectors.
Good.
Okay.
And I said again, it has to do with the size of the project. Okay, because there are projects that are big. That's, yes, it's going to affect the people, but it's big, and so it takes a longer time. There are also projects that will also affect the life of the people, but it may be small. You understand? So within a year plus, this should be enough for you to, get there.
All right. Well, let's take a look at this now. The recent kidnappings issues we are seeing in Edo State. I'm sure you've seen series of videos that have been made as regards to this kidnapping, as regards to these issues of farmers, herders, and other things clashing with farmers in Edo State. What would you also make of this?
Okay, this security thing we are talking about, there's one thing I've come to realize in Nigeria, in each of the states. If there is a state that you have an opposition fighting so hard, you tend to have insecurity much in that state. What I mean is this: let's say APC is in power and PDP is trying to gain power. You'll be hearing insecurity as if that's the only business they have in that place. Or if it's PDP that is in power and APC wants to come in, you'll be hearing this. They make it look like it is the government of the day, or rather the party of the day that is not in power, that is trying to orchestrate all of this trouble. Because the truth be told, insecurity is a general thing, and nobody wants to do it because it is a Pueblo that is in power, or maybe PDP that is in power. It is a general thing.
I get your point that it's a general thing. So what do you say other parties, what do you think other parties can do in this regard? Because if you say it's a general thing, then there should be some ways that other parties can come
I want to say something. Are we going to say that Pueblo is the one causing the insecurity in that place?
Of course not.
Of course not.
Yes.
Of course not. So if you say that he's interested, well, would you also that he's interested seeing insecurity grow in that state? Of course not.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying now? So in my opinion, it's a general thing. Some persons just want to capitalize on certain opportunities and then ridicule other persons.
Now the question is, do you think they are also capitalizing on this, or they are calling for the governor himself to make moves?
See, calling on the governor to make moves to stop this thing is different from what they are even doing. That's one thing I want you to understand now.
Right.
They are making you and I see that governor as somebody who is trying to welcome such acts. That is the picture they are trying to create, so that you and I will see that man as unfit. And if we are Edo people, if time comes for election, we shouldn't vote him.
Okay.
Do you understand?
These issues have been lingering for over 3 days now. Now, so far, I think, in your opinion, there's something the governor would have done, probably addressing that issue. I don't know.
And do you think the governor is not doing so?
Well, from what I've just seen, I've not seen any report. I've not seen any official statement by the governor.
What you need to understand in governance. If you start reading the words of your opponents all the time and act on it, you look very stupid. You look like a man walking and always looking back. We're not saying when you walk, don't look back, but you take a step forward, you take one step backward, you go no goddamn where. They have their plans, and by the special grace of God, I know they are working out. But again, I'm not saying PDP shouldn't shout, because governance has to do with check and balance. If nobody talks, maybe this thing will just be going on like that. So what are they supposed to do? Yes, you're talking, but don't make it look like you're seeing him like he's the orchestrator of this whole thing, or rather he's even interested in it. No, You can as well write to him. You can as well see how you get to him or see how to get to his government and say, look, we have a solution to this. Okay, with all they have said, did they point out what is the solution to this whole problem? Because even me as a person, I don't like somebody discussing problem without solutions. Whenever I want to come and tell you something, I have the solution to it first. I will tell you, this thing you're doing, this is not the way you're supposed to do it. I think, because I still know you have the, the right to take the decision finally. I will tell you, I think this is the way it should have been done. Okay, but you're not giving any solution. You're just creating problem, saying that the leader should also go and sleep because they make you a leader. No, that's not what I'm saying.